Welcome back to Maury's Music. We're one day closer to the 2019 NAMM show, and we're one Martin guitar closer as well. Martin is introducing one brand new guitar every day leading up to the show, and today is no exception. As always, we're joined by our friend Spoon Phillips of One Man's Guitar, and today we're taking a look at the second guitar inspired by iconic tattoo artist Sailor Jerry, the D True Love. Spoon, yesterday you mentioned that both Sailor Jerry guitars share design traits from the classic D28. The D Homeward has koa back and sides, and this new D True Love has East Indian rosewood back and sides. So aside from the Sailor Jerry art, how does it differ?
Well, thank you for having me back. I would say this guitar differs from something like a D28 in the amazing, attractive woods that it features. Yes, this guitar has a rosewood back and sides, but it has figured Indian rosewood, which is pretty unusual for Martins. And the figuring on this rosewood that I saw and the photograph sent to me by Martin reminded me a lot of Madagascar rosewood or even walnut to a certain extent. And the Sitka spruce top is covered in fascinating bear claw figuring. This particular guitar, again, that was sent to me in photographs, appears to have what is often called waterfall figuring, which is a natural occurring phenomenon that's pretty rare, but shows up now and again in Sitka spruce. In fact, this top reminds me of a Sitka spruce top that Martin put on a very special Schoenberg soloist that had a lot of fancy inlay that I owned several years ago until I sold it to C.F. Martin IV for his private collection.
You mentioned yesterday how Chris Martin reveres the artistry and craftsmanship of the top-notch inlay artists at C.F. Martin.
Yes, exactly. And like that fancy soloist that was made decades ago, this new Martin guitar has wood bindings. And in this case, it is flamed koa wood from Hawaii, the exact same wood that is used for the back and sides of its sister model, the D Homeward, that we talked about yesterday.
There's nice looking wood on the high gloss neck as well, with the peppery grain that looks awesome with the koa bindings and tuner buttons.
And the koa used for the sound hole rosette, and throughout that marvelous inlay on the spruce top and the rosewood back. All of this inlay is made of beautiful wood and natural shell like abalone and the pure white heart mother of pearl that is used for those marvelous hearts on the fretboard. But then you have those delightful robins and the roses and all that ribbony trim that is all taken directly from designs that were originally from the catalog of Sailor Jerry. And we're not just talking about tattoos in the modern pop culture sense that has exploded across the Western world and the Eastern world in the past couple of decades. We're talking about an artist who was born in 1911 and whose final contributions to world culture were ended with his death in 1973. But he has gone on to be incredibly influential in pop culture, with advancements in technology that he championed, as well as a large catalog of iconic images that are truly American and are especially popular with sailors. So you have the nautical theme of yesterday's guitar, the D Homeward, that has artwork that harkens back to the glory days of the great clipper ships of the late 1800s. And then here today we have the universal theme of love and the kind of tattoos of hearts and birds and ribbons and roses that ended up on many a lonesome sailor, but that are now iconographs that have gone on to be used in all sorts of media, from needlepoint to this amazing marquetry that is inlaid in this beautiful limited edition Martin guitar.
I might go so far as to say I truly love this model.
Well, isn't that lovely?
Who loves you, man? I do.
Okay, that's enough of the bromance for one day. So what do we got going for Monday?
You know we're not allowed to tell them that, Spoon, but let's whet their appetite by saying that no doubt it'll be a well-crafted, well-rounded Martin guitar, well worth the wait. I hope you can join us then.
I'd love to.
Later. Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you very much, Spoon, for joining us, and thank you for watching. Please remember to bookmark our blog and catch up on all the episodes you missed. See you next time.
I love you, man.